Hey guys, my name is Steve from Trim That Weed, and today we're going to learn how to store cilantro. Our video today will cover all the possible ways to store cilantro, so please watch until the end. Storing in the fridge. Cilantro, also called coriander, is best stored in the refrigerator. Unlike parsley, cilantro cannot be stored at room temperature. When stored in the right way, cilantro can last up to 4 weeks. This herb is a staple for global cuisines, and many people use it for stews, baking, soups, salads, garnishing, and so much more. If you've been struggling to store this burst of flavor, then this video is for you. There are several ways to store cilantro in the fridge. Let's explore some of the best and tried methods. Lidded glass jar and herb saver. This is one of the most effective methods of storage. You only need one large glass jar with a lid and your bunch of cilantro. Ensure that your storage jar is large enough to accommodate all of the stems without squeezing them inside the jar. If you can purchase a commercial herb saver, this would go a long way. Pour some water into the jar up to a few inches high. If you're using an herb saver, put the water up to the water line. The next step is to cut off the ends for proper fitting. Once this is done, put all the cilantro in your jar and screw the lid on the jar or the herb saver top. For the jar, store your cilantro for a week. If using the herb saver, store for up to 4 weeks. Chopped versus whole cilantro when storing. It is possible to safely store cilantro when chopped or whole, but which method is better? Chopped cilantro will be easily stored as they occupy less space. A small jar or airtight container will work perfectly. On the other hand, chopping them significantly reduces their lifespan. They can only last for a week. In this condition. This method is best for short-term storage. Storing cilantro whole is another way to do so. You store the cilantro as it is with its stems intact. This method requires a large jar, translating to a larger space. On the flip side, cilantro stored whole can go for an extra week compared to chopped. For short-term use, you can chop your cilantro, but if you intend to keep it for a long time, it's best to store them whole. Can you freeze them? Freezing cilantro is not recommended, as most of its natural enzymes are likely to decompose in the freezer. However, there is a way around this. You can opt to make salad dressings and chutneys and freeze them safely. This can work for someone who has too much cilantro and doesn't have enough storage in the refrigerator. It's a great idea to avoid wastage and save time when preparing salads, as you only need to pull them out of the fridge. Paper towel storage. If you don't like the water jar method, we still have another way. A simple paper towel and an airtight container are all you need. Wash and dry your cilantro, and then dampen a paper towel. Wrap the cilantro loosely with the damp paper towel and place in an airtight container or resealable plastic bag. The paper towel moisturizes the cilantro just enough to prevent them from drying out. Place the cilantro in the refrigerator. It is recommended that you change the paper towel after 10 days. Make sure that the cilantro is completely dried before storage. Tips. It is highly recommended that you wash your cilantro before storage. The trick is to dry them out completely to avoid rotting and sliminess. You can use a salad spinner or a large sleeve for this purpose. If you don't need cilantro for garnishing, you can air dry them. Place the cilantro on an oven rack and place it on a baking tray. Place it in a dry corner and let it dry out. This takes about 6 days. Once they're completely dry, put them in a jar. They tend to crumble at this stage, so they're best used in stews and soups. Cilantro can easily wither if stored for a while. The best way to refresh it is by placing it in very cold water for 2 minutes. You'll have fresh cilantro again. Make sure that you sort out and remove all yellow and rotten leaves before storage. This keeps cilantro fresh for longer. And that's all we had for you today. We hope you enjoyed our video. Don't forget to hit the like button and leave us a comment. If you have any questions, drop that in the comment section as well. Until next time, bye-bye.